Alright, next up we have Akuma. Going to be doing all 10 of his trials as usual. When it's easy, I'll just do the combo, and if I need to add tips and tricks, I will. Then I'll show you what the combo looks like when I'm all said and done. Alright, so we're going to start with number 6. It hasn't really been challenging up to this point. Just basic DP and other special moves that we're familiar with Akuma. This one has a little bit different mechanic because we have the V skill. So when you hit back and heavy punch and then you hit V skill, you can cancel the first hit into the V skill. And then from the V skill, you can cancel that into his kick, but actually launch him like this. So it's like a chain combo, but there is a timing to it. You don't want to wait too long. You can kind of do it fast as it comes out, but sometimes it doesn't. But you just got to get used to that. And then from there, with the kick, you can cancel that into his half circle forward jumping move right there. And then you're just doing that and hitting the punch button while you're in the air. Not hard, but it's something different that you might not be used to seeing or doing with an Akuma character, is the canceling using the V skill. Alright, number 7 is pretty tricky, but it's not too bad if you have a plan of attack. So the first couple parts isn't too bad. It's just the link between the combo, the double roundhouse and the standing medium punch is kind of a pain. You got to do it really early. Leave it left. It's this way too late. There you go. So that part you'll get eventually. It's not really a big deal. So what you're going to want to do here is, if you look at the rest of this combo, you do a medium punch into light Tatsu. Then you're going to juggle that and then into that move that we just did. Not too bad, except you're doing a kick button to follow it off. So you can do that there. Pretty simple. Now the last two parts is where things get a little bit tricky. The DP at the end isn't hard, but what you need to do here is you need to do a jumping EX fireball while he's still juggling in the air. And the way that you do this is you got to do fireball motion and up forward all at the same time, and then hit EX like this. So it's like an instant fireball, because you're going to be too high if you try to do it that way. I mean, you might be able to get it, but it's really not meant to combo that way. You want to do that. So what happens is, if you do that, you can connect, and then the DP is the easy part. So just make sure you can do that a couple times, and that's what you're going to need to do to get the whole combo going. So let's see, just me practicing if I can get it. What you're going to want to do is keep practicing it until you get that right timing at the end. See, it just, the feeling is like you have to wait longer, but you really don't have to. And that's what makes this combo hard. See, there we go. Not too bad. So chances are you're probably going to get the moves to come out because they're not hard to do, but you might miss. So just keep tightening up the combo a little bit by a little bit, and then eventually you will combo, and it's really not that bad. Alright, number 8. I apparently wasn't recording, that's why you see the flag up there, but that's alright. This one isn't really that bad. So with this, what you're gonna want to do is like you do your jump in, your heavy punch, your crouching heavy punch, and you're gonna V-trigger the hit. From there, you're basically doing what you just did. So you're doing the double roundhouse after the V-trigger, and then you're gonna combo into medium into light Tatsu. From here, you just throw a fireball. When you're in V-trigger, you get a double hit. While that double hit's happening, you can do a DP and juggle right after. So it's not a cancel or anything special, it just juggles. And just so you know, that last hit is automatic. You don't have to hit any buttons to make it do that. That's just the way the combo works. This one is pretty easy. I just forgot to record it. Whoops. All right, moving on to number 9. This one isn't too bad either. Nothing too crazy. So we have a counter and a crouching heavy punch to follow up, and luckily you don't have to do any dashes or walk forwards. It'll all combo nicely. So what you're doing is you're doing heavy, this, standing medium kick into medium Tatsu. Now just get used to the timing. It's not like the light Tatsu. It's got extra hits. And what you're gonna want to do is when you do your DP from here, just hit V-trigger as your first hit is going on, and it'll cancel, I believe, after the third hit. And then from there, you're just following up with another DP. It just continues to juggle. So you could do that by itself like this. And then DP, which didn't come out for some reason. That's odd, but... So let's give it a go. There. With the follow-up, boom, you don't have to hit anything. And that's all there is to this one. It's really not that bad. Nice and easy. Alright, we are on the last one for Akuma. Hopefully you are enjoying this video up to this point. Let me know by hitting the like button and leaving me a comment. Alright, unfortunately I forgot to hit the record button when I completed this trial, which is why I have a flag up there already, but that's not a big deal. What we're going to do with this one, I'm going to explain how to do a couple different parts, and then you could put it all together, and you should be able to handle this one. So first off, we need to be able to do a DP into super. If you can't do that, the trick for me, especially with a fight stick, is basically hit forward, and then do a fireball real fast, a forward fireball. So what that does is that gets the first half of the super out of the way. So all you gotta do is hit another fireball after, well, fireball motion, and you'll cancel that DP into super. Like that. Really fast. 1, 2, whoops, except that was a fireball. You need to do that a few times. And the reason for that is when you do a DP, you can do a DP by holding crouching down and going down and down forward again. But you notice something is that I in no way have a forward command in that DP, right? And in order to get the super to come out, you have to have 2 forwards, obviously included with the quarter circle forward. So I can't, no matter what I do, I'm never gonna get a super that way. So before I do the TP, I could do forward and then do whatever after. As long as that first forward comes in, you'll be able to cancel the super real easily. Okay, so that's out of the way. That shouldn't be too challenging, but that's just a little tip for that. Next, we need to go from the counter, and then we need to combo into the V skill, or the V trigger, and back into standing medium kick. Luckily, you can do this without any dashes or walk forwards. So let's try that out. Except right there, my medium kick didn't come out. If it doesn't come out for you, just do a little slow double tap. Try to get the timing down. There we go. So another thing to understand too is that if you do a counter and you wait too long, you'll still hit, but he'll juggle funny and you can't do the combo. So if I do this, he'll do that kind of a thing. If that's happening, you're waiting too long. So if you can get up to the points where you can land a medium kick, then you're just going into the V skill cancel, right? So 1, 2, 3. So medium kick, V skill, and another kick to do the launch. And then once you do the launch, you're gonna hit half circle forward with a kick to launch in the air, and then you're gonna do the fireball. Of course, you need to be the V skill to do that. So if you do this, and then hit a fireball while you're in the air, that's gonna juggle them and continue. So from there, that's when you want to actually DP Ryu as he's falling down and cancel the DP into super. So it's a lot of stuff. It's nothing you haven't done already. So you should be able to handle it. The only weird thing here is that you're doing this juggle and you're doing the DP into super. So practice that and then put everything else together. You should be all right with this one. So if you want to practice this a little bit more, you can go from B trigger and then just try your medium kick, launch, and try to get everything all together with the super, or at least with the DP. And sometimes that'll happen for me because I'm holding down too much, and I'll actually end up getting a crouching heavy punch. That's kind of like my issue. There. If you can do that at least once, you're ready for the combo. So just take your time, practice it in a couple different pieces, where you can at least do the first half alone and the second half alone. Then you're ready to do the whole thing, and you should be good to go. Alright, that's going to do it for Akuma. I got one more to go and Volume 1 trials will be completed. Hopefully you're enjoying these videos and that they're actually helpful. If they are, gotta leave me that comment, throw me a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.